time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Green Bay. It's the Cardinals and the Packers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
For the right to head to Los Angeles for Super Bowl 56, it's time for the NFC Championship game. Here we go. More now on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Screen pass to Connor. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here we go with the Packer offense guided by their decorated QB with a long list of Pro Bowls and other accolades next to his name, of course. Aaron Rodgers leading the way.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Holding offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Rodgers now to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. To throw is Rodgers. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Here's Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Off the option, it's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot him. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Yeah, they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. First carry for James Conner. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Murray getting this complete to Conner. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to get the football back at 17. Certainly not his best right on time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they did go run, so you were right. Maybe a little more breathing room for 4th down.
Well, no one wants to be accused of playing it safe, right? But instead, they would just reverse it and say, we're playing it smart.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary. Excellent job on that play. Big loss. 18 yards.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. To throw is Murray. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, 46 yards. And the Cardinals have struck first in this NFC title game. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start, but a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 15. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Extra point good by Prater, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Golden just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Well, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Rodgers going to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Oh, look at the juke. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's it, baby.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Murray giving to Connor on the draw. There's the stiff arm. Oh, Connor loses it, and the Packers pick it up.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Conner. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. A give to Jones. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. The give is to Jones. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, It just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And Murray's going to keep this. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Murray giving to Connor on the option. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 3rd and goal. Here's the option left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Cardinals continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys had a punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. It's the Wisconsin native and former Badger, J.J. Watt, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, Sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts a defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Murray now on first down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 2nd and 10. Murray trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, timing is everything on a run like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And our focus now moves to Randall Cobb. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. A run with Jones on first down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. Second down coming up. Second down, another shot for Jones. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Trying to unite us?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
First down, Murray. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction. And that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
On second down, it's Connor. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone, and that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go! Let's go!
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. On second down now, it's Jones, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Devon Kennard in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watson. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Well, the Cardinal offense is going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Murray now on 1st down. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Stop, baby!
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Throwing on second and long. Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the gun on third down, Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Come on, Nat.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Murray with a third and long. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Come on, baby.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills matching up against the Denver Broncos. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Cardinals. And there were a few factors as to why they built this good size advantage, but the rushing numbers were not all that amazing. We'll see if they can pick it up in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they too didn't do a whole lot in terms of rushing efficiency in that first half, as you can tell by the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, Rodgers. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Devon Kennard able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right, and he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Let's go.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Ride it, baby. Ride it. Let's go.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. He struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Here's Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Rosa's kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Let's go, baby.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Throwing again, Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there for Arizona. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
Murray now. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Preston Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing now is Murray. Flush to his right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Murray. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Prater's kick is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
Oh, nice.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
At 25 to the mic. We're going 25 to the mic.
It's going to be a long day.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Rodgers gonna throw. And this is caught by Watkins.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Rosa's kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So a good snap, good hold.
That's the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody from running down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble, and the Packers pick it up. And to the 30-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Well, these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Just a yard on the first down. So it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the 27, Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Wilson. And the Cards are going to get the football here at their own 23. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. From the 27, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Murray now to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
4 down, 4 down.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
318. 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic.
Rodgers now on first down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You got 58. Hey,
Working from the gun. Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Inside. Over.
Rodgers again now.
I can't believe they even let you play.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watson. And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Rodgers now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cobb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
26.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Jones again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
That's what I'm talking
Officially,
about.
it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. On the handoff, Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry.
Let's go, let's go.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 27-13. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. First down, Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. So 3 plays already, 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Murray to air it out again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Murray. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And this isn't how they mapped out this AFC Championship game on their home turf, but it has been rough sledding pretty much from the start and on into this 4th quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down. Shoves him aside. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Throwing now is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and Watson has it right side. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Devon Kennard. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, he'll find Lazard here over the middle. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The football going back over to Arizona now.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the gun, a give to Connor. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Murray to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got it both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
Last stop.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's Connor on the read option. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, 15 yards. And the Cardinals are closing in on a Super Bowl break now as they extend their fourth-quarter lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Prater for the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw, it's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey, 25 to the mic. We're going 25 to the mic.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
Coach, big A soldier.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.